Donald Trump was just humiliated on the world stage after the UK coddled him with a fake, made-up king ceremony. We all know that Trump dreams of being crowned America's king, but this stunt took his obsession to a whole new level, and the footage is beyond embarrassing. Stick around to see this over-the-top ceremony for yourself, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Now, before Trump even arrived in the UK, he was humiliated multiple times by protesters, because believe it or not, people around the world hate Trump just as much as we do. For starters, protesters started redecorating the city in anticipation of his arrival. And now that Trump has actually landed in the UK, he's being greeted in a way that makes it clear that he's not exactly welcome. Massive crowds have already taken to the streets, and the protests are a loud reminder that people there see him for what he really is. Just take a look at this. But this was just the start, because even more humiliating for Trump, activists rolled out a massive banner right outside the castle where he's staying, a giant photo of him with Jeffrey Epstein. And if that wasn't enough to get under his skin, protesters took it a step further. They literally projected Trump and Epstein images onto the side of the castle itself. Imagine looking out the window of your royal suite only to see your own scandals lit up in giant letters for everyone to see.
On that tower, if you see that tower behind me there, Tom, currently white, just a few moments ago, protesters, anti-Trump protesters from the hotel opposite, we think, managed to project some images on there. And what were they of? As you can probably see from some of these pictures, Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein. That could not be a little more tricky and difficult just moments after Donald Trump arrived here. So yeah, you couldn't really call it a security breach necessarily, but in terms of the diplomacy and laying on the charm, I'd say that was a bit of a massive failure. Let's just talk about tomorrow then, when they hope to put that kind of thing behind them.
Between the street protests, the Epstein banner, and the castle projection, this is one of the most embarrassing receptions a sitting president has ever gotten overseas. And for Trump, a man obsessed with image and ego, you know this had to sting. Now that's all really good to see, but the most humiliating moment of all, in my opinion, is that King Charles hosted a whole ceremony for Trump to give him his own fake king ceremony. According to reports, the United Kingdom is desperate to appease Donald Trump, and they shamelessly gave him a made-up ceremony and indulged him in his king fantasy. Tom Sykes, a European editor at the Daily Beast, wrote Trump demands spectacle, and Britain provides it. He wants to be a king, and for a day, Britain is letting him. It made up the entire ceremony from scratch from the elements of other royal spectacles. He continues by saying, "No foreign leader has ever been greeted with the degree of ceremonial extravagance, as Britain rolled out a show of pomp unmatched since the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. That is bad, even for Trump's standards. The UK knows how desperately Trump wants to be a king, and in order to appease him, they gave him his own fake king ceremony. But personally, I think this reveals a bigger problem, because why is the UK government folding so hard for Donald Trump? They are clearly desperate to be on his good side, but this is really just showing him that he can boss around world leaders and do whatever he wants. I mean, just take a look at Trump completely disrespecting King Charles by walking in front of him. It is clear that the UK is so desperate to be on Trump's good side that they're willing to suck up to Trump no matter what. This is not a good look for America, or even the UK. And if you agree, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.